Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to pass on second down. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, wanted it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Noles in the hurry-up. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll just keep slinging it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State!
Hey, how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right?
Heading to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big.
The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play.
Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, noles! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. On first down, here comes this offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, LSU 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, he drops to throw. got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's going to pass on second down. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting and come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, he lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. He leaves it with his back. Hard running there.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least
makes the grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Seminoles. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Got it in the middle. It's Cortez. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Noles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and need them. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Quarterback will audible. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Royer. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's looking for a man on second down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is ready to give them a first down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He'll ride his man on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Noles! And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears in back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Off the RPO, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers are marching down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It moves to 2nd down.
Okay, ready? 6th play of the drive coming up.
Get set, ready.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his 2nd pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you do.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida And the route is on. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down to the 10. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Plows through the defense. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving out of the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
Ready up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 70, LSU 14.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. You remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Touchdown Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on him. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating, because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a compliment.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a snag by the defense. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the...
Oh, he dropped it! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Racing down the left side. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
What a play by the defense. And listen, we know that they practice these turnovers in these situations each and every week. How about, David, just how everybody understands, hey, we've recovered the fumble. Let's get our heads around now and go find ourselves some blocks.
You work it every single week. You hit the nail right on the head. We yell out words so you know. Oski, 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 fumble, fumble, fumble. First thing you do, defensive line, go look up the quarterback. Start blocking, understanding how to follow my blockers. Stay towards the sideline, stay away from all the traffic, and make a big play, just like they did right here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very...
All kinds of running room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Right, how about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one.
Looking deep down the right side. Pass on the way, it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He fires to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.